Nestled in the heart of California, a mansion stands. Not just any mansion, this one breathes mystery, it bleeds sorrow. Its walls whisper secrets and its halls echo with the footsteps of the past. This is a place where time seems to stand still, where every corner holds a story waiting to be told. Locals call it the Winchester Mystery House. And for good reason. This sprawling estate is unlike any other, a labyrinth of rooms and corridors that defy logic and reason. It's a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs, where the past and present coexist in a delicate balance. This isn't a place for the faint of heart. The mansion's dark, ominous entrance sets the tone for what lies within. Shadowy corridors stretch out like the tendrils of a nightmare, and signs warn visitors to keep out, as if the house itself is alive and guarding its secrets. The house is a monument to fear, built by a woman haunted by her past. Its eerie, dimly lit interiors are a testament to the sorrow and anguish that drove its creation. The overgrown, neglected garden outside mirrors the chaos within, a tangled web of grief and regret. Sarah Winchester, they called her, a woman of great wealth and even greater sorrow. She was the widow of William Winchester, the gun magnate whose fortune was built on the bloodshed of countless lives. Widow of the gun magnate William Winchester. His legacy was one of innovation and death, a duality that weighed heavily on Sarah's conscience. She believed that the spirits of those killed by her husband's rifles were seeking vengeance, and she was determined to appease them. She poured her grief, her guilt, into this sprawling estate. Every room, every corridor, was a manifestation of her torment. The mansion's complex architecture, with its winding staircases and hidden passages, was designed to confuse and trap the restless spirits that haunted her. But some say it wasn't just grief that drove her, it was fear. Fear of the spirits, fear of the unknown, fear of the darkness that lurked within her own soul. The mansion became a physical representation of her inner turmoil, a place where her fears took on a life of their own. The spirits of those killed by her husband's rifles. Each room, each hallway was a tribute to the lives lost, a desperate attempt to make amends for the bloodshed that had brought her such great wealth. The mansion was both a sanctuary and a prison, a place where she could never escape the ghosts of her past. They say she built this house to confuse them, to trap them. The maze-like interior, with its staircases leading nowhere and doors that open into walls, was designed to keep the spirits at bay. It was a never-ending construction project, a testament to her relentless pursuit of peace. And in its twisting corridors and dead-end staircases, those spirits still roam, trapped for eternity, just like Sarah. The house stands as a chilling reminder of the lengths one will go to escape their demons, a place where the past is never truly buried and the shadows of history linger on. The Winchester Mystery House isn't just a house, it's a puzzle, a sprawling, enigmatic structure that defies conventional architecture and logic. Built over decades, it stands as a monument to mystery and intrigue, a maze of hallways leading nowhere. These corridors twist and turn, creating a sense of disorientation and wonder. Each step taken within these walls feels like a journey into the unknown. Doors opening onto brick walls. Imagine the surprise and confusion of encountering a door that leads to nothing but solid brick. It's as if the house itself is playing tricks on its visitors, staircases spiraling upwards only to end abruptly at the ceiling. These staircases, seemingly designed to defy gravity, add to the house's surreal and dreamlike quality. They invite you to ascend, only to leave you stranded. There are rooms within rooms, secret passages and windows that look out onto other parts of the house. This intricate design creates a sense of endless exploration, where every corner turned reveals another layer of the house's secrets. Some say Sarah designed it this way to confuse the spirits. The blueprints themselves are a testament to her meticulous planning and the lengths she went to in order to achieve her goal, to keep them from finding her. She believed that by creating this labyrinth she could evade the spirits that haunted her, leading them on a never-ending chase through the house's winding passages. Others say she was simply mad. Her relentless construction and bizarre architectural choices were seen as the actions of a mind unhinged by grief and guilt, driven to the brink by her grief. The loss of her husband and child left her in a state of perpetual mourning, and the house became her refuge and her prison. But whatever the reason, the house stands as a testament to her obsession. Its very existence is a reflection of her inner turmoil and the lengths she went to in order to find peace. A physical manifestation of her tormented soul. The house's eerie atmosphere and haunting beauty are a direct result of Sarah Winchester's troubled mind, and within its walls, the spirits whisper. Their presence is felt in every creak of the floorboards and every gust of wind that passes through the house, reminding us of the mysteries that remain unsolved. Sarah Winchester was a woman of wealth and privilege, born into a world of opulence and luxury. She married William Wirt Winchester, the heir to the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, a company that revolutionized firearms with its repeating rifle. This invention brought immense wealth to the Winchester family, but it also brought a heavy burden. Despite her affluence, Sarah's life was touched by profound tragedy. Her story is one of sorrow and loss, a tale that would shape her destiny in ways she could never have imagined. In 1866, Sarah and William welcomed their first and only child, Annie. However, their joy was short-lived. Annie was born with a rare and mysterious illness known as marasmus, a severe form of malnutrition. Despite their best efforts and the finest medical care available, Annie passed away just a few weeks after her birth. The loss of her daughter left Sarah devastated, a wound that would never fully heal. As if the loss of her child wasn't enough, tragedy struck again just a few years later. In 1881, Sarah's beloved husband, William, succumbed to tuberculosis, a common but deadly disease of the time. With his passing, Sarah was left alone, heartbroken, and adrift in a world that seemed increasingly dark and unforgiving. In her grief, Sarah sought solace in the world of the supernatural. She turned to spiritualism, a popular movement of the era that promised communication with the dead. Desperate for answers and comfort, she attended seances and consulted mediums, hoping to find some connection to her lost loved ones. During one of these seances, a medium delivered a chilling message. The medium claimed that Sarah was cursed, haunted by the spirits of those who had been killed by the very rifles that had made her family wealthy. These restless spirits, the medium warned, were seeking vengeance for their untimely deaths. The spirits of Civil War soldiers, Native Americans, and countless others who had fallen to the Winchester rifle were said to be tormenting Sarah. The medium's words struck fear into Sarah's heart, leaving her desperate for a way to escape the curse that seemed to loom over her. The medium warned her that the spirits would come for her too, unless she found a way to appease them. This dire warning left Sarah in a state of constant fear and anxiety, searching for a solution to her supernatural predicament. The medium's advice was both peculiar and specific: to build a house, but not just any house. It had to be a house that would never be finished. A sprawling, labyrinthine structure designed to confuse and bewilder the spirits that haunted her. And so Sarah Winchester embarked on a construction project unlike any other. She purchased an 8-room farmhouse in San Jose, California, and began an endless cycle of building and renovation. Carpenters worked around the clock, adding rooms, staircases, and corridors in a seemingly haphazard fashion. The result was the Winchester Mystery House, a sprawling mansion with doors that opened into walls, staircases that led to nowhere, and windows that overlooked other rooms. It was a house designed to confuse the spirits and keep them at bay, a testament to Sarah Winchester's enduring grief and her desperate quest for peace. For 38 years, Sarah Winchester built. She employed a team of carpenters working around the clock, following her every whim. The house grew ever more bizarre, ever more labyrinthine. And as the house grew, so too did the stories. People whispered of strange noises coming from within, footsteps echoing in the dead of night, doors slamming shut on their own. Some even claimed to have seen Sarah herself, her ghostly figure dressed in black flitting through the hallways. They say she's still there, trapped in her own creation, a prisoner of her own fear. Over the years, countless visitors have claimed to have encountered something unexplainable within the Winchester Mystery House. Cold spots, unexplained breezes, the feeling of being watched. There are stories of objects moving on their own, lights flickering, whispers carried on the air. Some visitors claim to have heard music coming from the ballroom, even though the ballroom has been empty for decades. Others have reported seeing shadowy figures lurking in the corners of their eyes, only to have them vanish when they turn to look directly at them. The Winchester Mystery House is more than just a collection of strange architectural choices and spooky tales. It's a place steeped in tragedy, The sorrow that Sarah Winchester carried with her seems to permeate every inch of the house. Some believe that the spirits of those who died violently, their lives cut short by Winchester rifles, are drawn to the house. They say that Sarah's guilt and fear acted as a beacon, attracting them to her. Whatever the reason, there's an undeniable sense of sadness that hangs over the house, a feeling that something is deeply wrong. Sarah Winchester died in 1922 at the age of 85. She left behind a house that was as enigmatic as she was, a house that continues to fascinate and terrify in equal measure. Today, the Winchester Mystery House is a popular tourist destination. People come from all over the world to marvel at its bizarre design and to experience its eerie atmosphere. But for some, it's more than just a tourist trap. It's a place where the veil between this world and the next seems to thin, a place where the past refuses to stay buried. The Winchester Mystery House stands as a chilling reminder of the power of grief, the allure of the unknown, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. It's a place where logic and reason are left at the door, a place where the impossible seems not just possible, but almost expected. So if you're feeling brave, if you're curious about what lies beyond the veil, I urge you to pay a visit to the Winchester Mystery House. But be warned, you may not like what you find. The Winchester Mystery House remains an enigma, a place where questions outnumber answers. Was Sarah Winchester truly haunted by spirits, or was she simply a grieving widow, seeking solace in her own unique way? We may never know for sure, but one thing is certain. The Winchester Mystery House is more than just a house. It's a story of love, loss, and the enduring power of the human spirit. And like all good stories, it's a story that will continue to be told and retold for generations to come.